We say we're going to spend less so we can invest more. We found $60 billion of saving across different departments of the Government of Canada.
That's the line the Carney government has been using ever since the budget was tabled last fall. Now, new documents have been tabled in Parliament, which provide some details about where those $60 billion in savings are coming from. Some of the spending cuts come from a government-wide review aimed at finding efficiencies. Some savings will be had as programs expire or sunset.
Canadian families are tightening their belt. I think it's about time that the federal government does the same.
Some examples: there will be less money to maintain the country's small craft harbors. A program that gave grants to tourism operators will expire. The CBC will have its budget cut by $192 million. Canada will end its international climate finance funding commitment, and that move alone will save $812 million. The Canadian Space Agency is sending one of its astronauts, Jeremy Hansen, to the moon this year. But it's also losing 1/3 of its funding, or about $400 million. And as a result, it will end development of a Canadian lunar rover module.
Yes, we need to look at savings. Yes, we need to use more technology. And I think Canadians at home understand that.
Some of the savings are because one-time only events are unlikely to be repeated next year. Canada Post, for example, is supposed to be self-financing, but it needed a one-time $2 billion contribution from the government last year. And that cash injection, well, the government hopes not to make it next year. But for all those departments dealing with spending cuts, some are getting spending boosts. François-Philippe Champagne's own Department of Finance is asking Parliament for an extra $8.5 billion in order to fund increases in social and health transfers to the provinces. The Department of National Defence will get an extra 12%, or more than $5 billion next year. Now, all told, Defence, Finance, and 38 other departments will collectively get $23 billion more to spend next year, while 85 departments will be spending $31 billion less. Jeff.
David Akin, thanks.